Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out in the NL West, the Dodgers played some interleague ball against the Kansas City Royals, and it was the boys in blue who held on in extra innings. The score was 3-1. The Dodgers center fielder, number 93, turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. He is among the NL leaders in triples. The St. Louis Cardinals went up against the Rockies in the Mile High City, and it was the Cardinals who collected the W. Final score was 5-2. The Padres went up against the G-Man in San Francisco, and it was the Giants who came away with the win, 5-0. Tim Lincecum made baseball history as he crafted an amazing no-hit performance. The Marlins visited Eastern Pennsylvania to take on the Phillies, and it was the Phillies who came out on top, 6-1. Cole Hamels started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. The Reds were in Chicago to do battle against the Cubs at Wrigley, and it was Cincy who came away victorious. The final score was 12-3. Joey Votto was a major force at the plate as he drove in 4. Matt Latos earned the victory on the mound, his 8th of the season. The Nationals paid visit to the Brew Crew at Miller Park in Milwaukee, and it was the Brewers who grabbed the win. The final was 5-4. Carlos Gomez was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. Zach Duke was victorious in this one, earning his first win. The Pirates paid visit to the Trop to do battle with the Rays, and Tampa Bay was the winner. The final score was 3-2. Alex Cobb earned the victory on the mound and had the strikeout pitch working as he racked up 12 in this one. The New York Yankees matched up against the Blue Jays at the Rogers Center, and it was the Yankees who secured the win in extra innings. The final score was 3-2. The White Sox were in Charm City to match up against the Orioles. The White Sox came away with the win. The final was 6-3. Alexi Ramirez led the charge offensively with 3 knocks in the contest. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. John Danks was the winning pitcher in this one, his 7th victory of the year. The Red Sox were in Seattle to take on the Mariners, and it was the Red Sox who came out on top. The final was 9-4. Johnny Gomes turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. John Lester threw the ball well and picked up his 13th win of the year. He is currently leading the American League in wins. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Kansas City, here we come. It's Dodger baseball, and it's next on the show. From the place affectionately known as the K, we're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the West-leading LA Dodgers and the Kansas City Royals. To quote the best in the business, it's time for Dodger baseball. Hi, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And, Steve, let's talk about the 2 starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. They'll go to work against a guy who's bounced around a bit, the hard-throwing right-hander Edwin Jackson. Scott Van Slyke makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
For the Dodgers, center fielder, Scott Van Slyke.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Maxwell is there to put it away for out number one. A look here at the scouting report as we'll show you what to expect moving forward from the 30-year-old right-hander. Andre Ethier will stand in as he'll enter play fourth in the National League batting race. Now the pitch. Now the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time to retire Ethier for out number two.
Pretty nice way to start your evening. 2 pitches, 2 outs. You can bet pitch count will not be a factor if he can keep that pace up.
James Newcomb will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. Nothing happened in that half inning against Edwin Jackson. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Starting lineup for the Royals looks like this. Jarrett Dyson will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Royals, center fielder.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And they've been as hot as anybody in the league recently. So all they need to do is keep playing the way they've been playing. And you have to say, they stack up with anybody in baseball.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Alcides Escobar will dig in here. Now here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Now the pitch. Fouled back. And now a pitch on the way. And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. The next 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. There to take it is Ramirez. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Billy Butler will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put him behind in the count and on.
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out. Inning over. KC down in order. We played an inning. No score. Luther Sohn will start us off in the 2nd inning, and I believe, Steve, patience ought to be the watchword here.
Yeah, down on 3 pitches in the 1st inning. That's making life a little too easy for him out there.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Eric Karros, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
2-2 pitch on the way. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1 and 2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Yasiel Puig will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play. Now here's the first pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
A.J. Ellis will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play. First pitch coming. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Eric Hosmer will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit. And add another game to his hit streak right there. He's up to 11 games in a row now. Alex Gordon will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Turner for 1. Back to first, and Gordon has hit into a double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Mike Moustakas will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Van Slyke is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Royals bats are quiet there. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Justin Turner will start off the inning for the Dodgers with Matt Kemp waiting on deck to follow. Here it comes.
Turner.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Now here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Matt Kemp comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock it.
And that's going to be a base hit for Kemp.
Some guys, you almost do him a favor if you pitch away from him. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance here. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. Kemp runs. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base. The pitch. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Luther Prather will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Justin Maxwell will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Rod Kurowski will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
And now a pitch on the way. On the slider right there for a called strike, and he's in a real deficit now, down 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Andre Ethier will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. First pitch on the way. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Now the 2-0 home. And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit. So a base hit there has them aboard to start out their half of the fourth as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third best. James Newcomb will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now a ball lined to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Can't ask for a whole lot more to start the inning. Hey, back-to-back base hits have him threaten to score our first run of the night.
Luther Sohn will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Maxwell is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Yasiel Puig will dig in, 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He waits, now the pitch. And a drive out to deep right center field. And it's gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 26 for him on the season, and the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead. So the base is empty here with one away, and here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Here's the first offering. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Maxwell is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. Jarrett Dyson will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? Bet he does.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but not going to be able to take any more.
Out of play. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. But this will wind up foul, still 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Van Slyke will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
You know, now that we've made it just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Ethier is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he NL in that category. High set by Kershaw, now the pitch. Eric Hosmer is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. He's set, now the pitch. And that misses 1-1. From the stretch, there goes the runner. Pitch is a cold strike, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And I think everybody in the ballpark knew that he was going to be running with 2 away. But even when you know it's coming, he's still hard to get a handle on.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The key here as a first baseman, you've got to be able to stay focused on the baseball, which is easy for me to say. I don't have half a bat heading my way, but that's a nice job down there to take this one in.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Andre Ethier will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Throw over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Alex Gordon will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Bit out in front there is Gordon, and this one's hit on the ground to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Mike Moustakas is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And a bouncing ball, foul. 2-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. First pitch to him. Luther Prather is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That's hit hard on the ground, and it'll make it through into right field for a 2-out single.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Comes set, now the pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and bounced to the shortstop Ramirez. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. We'll get a look at Andre Ethier leading off when we come back. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Royals nothing. And there is Andre Ethier. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Now here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised you didn't go after that one, too.
Ready now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And oh, they'd look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. First pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Now the pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Luther Sohn will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first offering. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Yasiel Puig will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the fourth inning, and what a big one it was. A three-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point. The 1-0 pitch. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1.
Let's go, Royals.
1-1 on the way. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And now here, 1-2, this is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
And the runner's breaking for third. And here's a ball hit in the air. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Rod Kurowski will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Rod Kurowski has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Jarrett Dyson will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Alcides Escobar will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. 1 out and a runner on second base. Here comes a 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Billy Butler will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
Seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. On the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Royals leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Kelvin Herrera is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Leading off for the Dodgers, shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. In now is A.J. Ellis, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he'd hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
The pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Let's analyze this swing on swing track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball and try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
First offering on the way. Justin Turner is the batter now as he looks at a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Come on, Royals.
Here comes the 1-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Let's go, Royals.
1-1 pitch on the way. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Eric Hosmer will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Fouled back. Now here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. 1 away.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Alex Gordon will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Big, slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Fouled straight back. Kershaw still unscored upon here through 6 1/3 innings. Here's the ball swung on and lifted out to Ethier in right. And that's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 8.
Mike Moustakas will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And this is fouled straight back. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now another 0-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here's another 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Out in front as this is in the air toward deep right field. Oh, and he misses it. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he'll round it and try for third. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Luther Fraser will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here comes another 0-2. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Van Slyke is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Matt Kemp will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Left fielder, Matt Kemp.
First pitch coming. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And this is what you're going to get when you've got a hard thrower coming out of the bullpen. When you're late on a fastball and you make contact below your label, it's snap city right there. He turned that bat into firewood.
Here's Scott Van Slyke as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And he's got himself a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Andre Ethier. And here's the first pitch. Breaking pitch there, but it looked like he was waiting for it as he yanks it through the hole and into right field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
James Newcomb will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's ready now. The pitch. Runner goes for second. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ball game.
Luther Sohn will dig in. He doubled his last time. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and rolled softly to third. Low roller, and he barehands it. Throw too late. And how about that? It's an infield single, and it gives him the lead. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, tough break there defensively with two away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
Jamie Coe will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are two on with only one away. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. In now is Yasiel Puig. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And the runner will score from second. And he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
Well, the big bat so far tonight just belonged to that man right there. He picks up 2 more RBIs here. Now that's 5 for the ball game. He's proven to be a real handful with runners in scoring position.
Hanley Ramirez will try his luck now with 4 runs already home and a chance to make it 5 with a fly ball here. Now the first pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
In now is A.J. Ellis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
The next pitch. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Alfonso Crespo will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. In now, Justin Turner as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. (1-0) on the way. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. The 1-1. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Justin Maxwell will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Jarrett Dyson will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Van Slyke will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. KC down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Matt Kemp will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Matt Kemp.
Now the first pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And the pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
That's just a highlight reel catch right there. If this one skips by him, you could be looking at some extra bases. So the pitcher's very excited about making that play.
Here's Scott Van Slyke as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And this is going to find the gap as it heads for the waterfall and extra bases.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. You can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
At the plate is Andre Ethier as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw to first is in time to retire Ethier for out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman,
James Newcomb will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Paco Rodriguez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Alcides Escobar will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
Billy Butler comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Another 0-2 home. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Turner for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Alex Gordon will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And that's through, a base hit.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Mike Moustakas is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 8-0. Good night from Kansas City.
8 runs on 13